So yesterday I dropped a video unboxing these two iPhones and it got me thinking, only two iPhones? That feels a little off-brand. I mean, we gotta do it Tausif Hussain style. Here we go. So every year I basically unbox like pretty much all the colors, all the sizes, and that's exactly what we're gonna do again this year. So initially I had only gotten, hold on, where's that phone? Sorry, one sec. Oh, sorry about that. I try not to like, kind of like, people are always like, yo, Tausif, what's going on, bro? And try not to talk about it or like show it much, It's just unfortunate. Sorry you guys had to see that. Disappointed in myself. So Apple had initially hooked up these two colors, but I had to do it. Your boy had to do it, okay? So today we're gonna be looking at every single color of the iPhone 16 as well as the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max. And I'm gonna be showing what my initial reaction is to everything, all the colors, what color I think looks the best. We're gonna try to rank it here. And then we're also going to take a look at the sizes because the sizes are also different this year. You guys saw my initial reaction to the teal colorway. Absolutely loved this phone. And I think this color is my favorite up until now because we have Ultramarine in the house and I want to take a look at how that looks as well and compare it to the teal because that's going to be very important to see. So one thing that I really like that Apple did this year is we went a little more saturated on the colors. They're not as pastel-y. Now I'm usually a pastel color fan, but usually when it comes to these phones, I don't know, having a little more saturation in your life does kind of add a little more jazz to it, okay? So let's take a look at this pink iPhone. My first reaction. Ooh, yeah, I definitely like this whole matte glass that we've done here, along with the extra saturation. I think this is it. This is dope. Maybe we gotta revive the pink pixel poppies here. I don't know. Matte glass with a slightly darker shade of the same color over here. Like this looks really nice, I think, on the camera lens here, as well as the Apple logo. And then you have the side rails as well that's slightly darker. I think this gives off a really nice look to the pink. Okay, now let's take a look at my initial favorite going into this entire event and this entire unboxing, the Ultramarine. And this one is the iPhone 16 Plus. I wish they made like these exciting colors on like the Pro models. I don't know why they always just do monotone. Like, here we go, Ultramarine blue. Oh, oh man. Okay, this is tough. This is so tough. This is such a nice blue. Okay, this is more difficult than I thought. Cause, oh man, here's again, the matte look here. You have your two-tone on the camera lens here. Let's bring that closer. We have our two-tone on the Apple logo, and then of course the rails, camera control button, your action button, and everything else here. Yo, this is tough. This is very tough. So for those that were asking for a comparison between the teal and the Ultramarine, here we go. This is your comparison. Teal versus Ultramarine. I don't know, let me know in the comment section down below which one you guys actually prefer. Initially, I mean, I don't know, this is tough. Wait till the end, we'll rank these. I don't think you can go wrong with either of these two colors, or even the pink for that matter of fact, but my goodness, these are, I think Apple really killed it with the iPhone 16s this year. So here are the colors now. I didn't get the white and black because the white and black are pretty much the same colors that we get year over year. My advice, go for one of these colors, guys. Add a little bit of color to your life. The white and black are always gonna be there. They're always gonna stick around. Not my favorites. These ones, all three of them, I could get behind. Sizing. Let's talk about sizing real quick here. So the sizing on the Pro phones has not actually changed. Okay, so this is the size difference, okay? So if we're actually to like put them beside one another, this is kind of what you're looking at, okay? Is it a noticeable difference between this and this? Yeah. Is it the same that we've had in prior years? Yeah. So you still have the 6.1 inch here and the 6.7 inch here. So it's basically what we've been used to. Now, in my personal experience, I've been using the Pro Max, which is very similar to this. So if you just stack them together, you'll see it's pretty much the same size to the Plus. The plus size is nice. I mean, if you like having a lot of content, if you like, you know, content consumption, if you like having a longer battery life, if you like having, you know, a bigger screen to kind of just play with, and you don't mind, you know, carpal tunnel syndrome and basically warping your pinky here entirely just from holding the phone over here while you type, then sure, go for the plus, okay? But that's pretty much what you have to give up, okay? You give up a little bit of your health for an added, you know, experience. But with the smaller size, I think this is probably the perfect size for most people. This thing feels really nice and comfortable in your hand to use. You don't have any issues. You can basically go from side to side without any issue. Top to bottom, you can kind of just switch around, you can go. But on the plus, you can do it, you just have to shift your hand quite a bit more, and it's just a little more of a cumbersome experience to use one hand. It's more of a two-handed device. All in all, I think both phones are fantastic. You can't go wrong with either of these, and yeah, that's pretty much sizes for the iPhone 16s. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our Pros and Pro Maxes here. Okay, so now this year I have all of the colors because all of them have kind of slightly changed. So let's go ahead and take a look at, firstly, the one that I've already unboxed in my last video, the Desert Titanium. What I think about this color is, it is very, very tough to gauge. This color sometimes looks pink in certain lights. It looks very gold in a lot of different lightings. Sometimes it looks yellow. Sometimes it looks white or off-white. It's a nice color. I really like it. I do think it's a little, I don't know if this is the color that I'm gonna rock personally this year. Now, how this ranks, wait till the end, and we're gonna rank them along with the iPhone 16s. So that is the Desert Titanium. Oh, we have the Natural Titanium again from last year. This is how the Desert and Natural Titanium compare to each other, okay? So if you were curious, I know a few people had mentioned in the comments how they compare. So the Natural Titanium is a much more cooler tone versus the Desert Titanium is a much more warmer tone, and that's pretty much the main difference. The Natural Titanium does look a little muddy or a little grayish. That's the best way I could describe it. The sheen on this Desert Titanium is much higher, right? It's a very shiny side rail to it. And also you can definitely tell the camera bump has also a different color versus on the Natural Titanium, it's a little tough to tell the different colors and the two-tone combo, and it all kind of just blends in. What I'm interested to check out is the white and the black, because those are slightly different this year. So let's go ahead and take a look at the black, okay? Because I was thinking, you know what, maybe I might just go black titanium this year, because you just gotta bring back the matte black, you know, every couple of years, you gotta revive it. So first reaction. Oh, that's a nice matte black, but it looks very similar to pretty much previous year iPhones. I thought this was gonna be darker. Okay, I know it's a little anticlimactic here. I really thought this black would be a little bit darker, but it is not. It looks very similar to, maybe it is, I don't know. But look, I will say this, okay? The side titanium finish here, I think along with the side and the back, this makes this the best matte black iPhone I think we've had to date. If you wanted to go for a safe option, let's say you're not into the Desert Titanium, the black might be the move here. We haven't taken a look at the white yet, but yeah, the black is classic Apple. It's like their pro color. Moment of truth. So I initially was like, you know what, let's go black, and that's what I was gonna keep. But I don't know, I saw the white at the Apple event that I went to here in Toronto, and it really stood out to me. So here we go, first look. Ooh, okay. I think this is it. I think this is it, boys. This is the color for the year, I think. This is a really nice white. So I think in previous years, for some reason, the white looked slightly silvery over here on the back, but this year, it actually is a stark white. Like, you can tell it's a white phone. They've made it like brighter. Can you tell the difference? This is brushed. This is the coated one. I really like the white. I think the white is gonna look great on camera, like especially on like B-roll shots and stuff like that. I think that might be it. As I'm setting up this phone, I'll tell you right now, it actually is noticeable. I really didn't think it would be. I really didn't think, I thought I'd have to hold it side by side to actually notice the difference of like the bezels being bigger or the phone seeming bigger. For the past couple of days, I've been using the Pro phone and I actually really dig it. I think this is the perfect size for anybody. But now that I have the Pro Max, the new Pro Max in my hand, I don't know, guys. The same thing happens to me every year. Even last year, I went with the Pro, used it for like a couple weeks, then tested the Pro Max just to see how I feel about it. Ended up going Pro Max. Do I sacrifice my health again? Do I sacrifice carpal tunnel syndrome and the warped pinky here just so that I can use the Pro Max again? I don't know. This is the 15 Pro Max and this is the new 16 Pro Max. Can you tell a difference in the bezel size? When I hold them side by side, that's actually a really tough one. So yeah, there is a difference. It is slightly bigger. Also, the dimensions of the phone are bigger, right? So the black one is slightly taller. Very minor, but it is there. It is taller, and you can see that right there now. And then on the width end, it's slightly there. Okay, so we do have a slightly bigger phone. Now, am I going Pro or Pro Max? I do a very detailed comparison between both of these phones. And I've been using the Pro for a couple days. I'm gonna now switch to the Pro Max, and then I will let you guys know. I will make a dedicated video on this, and make sure you guys tune into that because I will reveal all. Color-wise, okay, let's rank them. I'm gonna put the natural titanium at the very bottom this year, only because it's an old color. It's very reminiscent of the 15 Pro, and that was like the new color that we had in 15. It was iconic for the 15 Pro and Pro Max because it was the first year we had titanium, and a lot of people ended up going with this. So my entire feed and everybody around me has been using the natural titanium. Thus, even though it is a fantastic color, and I think, you know, if in a vacuum, if this was the first year we saw this color, I would have probably gone with the natural titanium. But because it's overplayed, I'm gonna put that in last place, okay? So that is number 4. As for the other 3, this is just objective ranking, okay? This is just, trust me, bro. I think I'm gonna go 3rd place, the black iPhone. Only reason being, just look at the side here already. Can you guys see that? Do you see how many fingerprints this has already picked up? And do you see that haloing around the power button over there already? The fingerprints are very, very noticeable. And I think that would probably bother me a little bit because it does make the phone look a little bit more, like I've not even used this phone, right? Not even like 10 minutes, and it's already super fingerprinted. Next up, between the white and the desert, I think I'm gonna go desert as 2nd place. Only reason being, it's a color that is nice, it's new, it's the defining color this year, but it's a very subjective color, and I think, you know, more people you ask, some people are really gonna be into it and some people are really not gonna like it. A lot of people don't want gold iPhones. I know I didn't initially. This is a little bit different, it's off gold, and that basically puts the white or silver iPhone 15 in 1st place for me this year. This is my preliminary ranking. I'm actually gonna use these over the next few days, and then I will do a proper ranking in my color comparison video. So here we have the 3 colors. How are we gonna rank it? Last place, 6th place is gonna go to the black iPhone because it's too basic. 5th place is gonna go to the white iPhone. Again, really clean, but out of the beautiful options we have here today, I think that pales in comparison. So we're gonna put black, white, and now between these 3, I'm gonna go pink only because it's not for everybody, okay? This is gonna be a color that my wife's gonna really like. I'm not gonna carry this color, okay? I'm just gonna be upfront with you guys. Now it comes down to the very most difficult decision I've had this year, even more than the Pros and Pro Maxes. Teal or Ultramarine. This is tough, guys. Yeah, this is it. I've decided for now. The reason is because I think the Ultramarine pops a little bit more. The Teal is a little bit more saturated than prior years where we've had very pastel-y colors, but I think we've seen somewhat iterations of this, but this blue is just so different, and I think that is my favorite one this year. And if you found this beneficial, I'm sure you're gonna like one of these 2 videos here, and I'll see you guys there. Peace.